1983 World Cup, where we are going to qualify. You know, we lost to a Swata side like Sri Lanka at that time in 79. Ekku match jeecho அப்படினு சர்தாஜி சொல்வான்ல அந்த மாதிரி தான் அது. You know, the typical Punjabi, oh, chodna matai, put him at the night. Macha, udadinga, typical attitude. When somebody starts doing, they say, boss, none of you move. Hey, yavana mara macha, yaar, navaradinga, illa, ange irukka, ukkandirukka, engi pokudadhu அப்படின்றாங்க. And what should I say? So imagine some couple here lifting the cup and we are all holding the cup. 83 World Cup, Lords, we're winning, we're the world champions. Unbelievable. See, sometimes I have to pinch myself and say, hey, come on, yeah, we're still talking about 1983 World Cup. It's 39 years, you know. And so honestly, I only thank all the cricketing fans across the world. Thank you guys. Hey, cricketing fans. Hi, CSK fans all over the world. Thanks a lot because, and of course, Cheeka fans all over the world. Thanks a lot, guys, because I always believe that cricket or cricketers, whether it's past, present or future, whatever happens, it's all thanks to cricket viewing public. Whether now today we have a lot of social media, digital media, but the good old days of television and people coming to the stadium. So, I mean, yes, it was a great achievement. I think it was what you call, as our manager put it in the movie, in the 1980 World Cup movie, it was the second independence. 1947 we won the independence. This was Independence Day for cricket for India because that changed the face of Indian cricket in my opinion. Honestly, I'm sure all of you will agree because we could walk on the streets on like 25th evening or 25th night, whatever it is, on the London streets of London and say, hey, we are the world champions. And across the world, it's not we means not me. I'm talking about we Indians across the globe could walk on the streets wherever you are, whether you are in London, whether in Melbourne, whether in New York, and say, we are the world champions. So that is that is the greatest achievement of the 1983 World Cup. Yes, I got married in March 30th of 1983. And then I get a call from Sunil Gavaskar sometime in May. He said, Cheeka, I believe you got married. I said, yes, dear Sonny. He said, you want to go for a honeymoon? I said, fine. You want to go to US? I said, fine. He said, Cheeka, you book your tickets like this. I've already spoken to the board. So you book your tickets. After the World Cup 83, we'll go to US for a short tour. We're playing matches in New York, Maryland, Washington, Connecticut, northeastern coast, whatever they call it. I said, fine. So he said, okay, for us, I've already spoken to the board. For you, the tickets will be booked like, that time the Air India had something called excursion fare. I think it costed about $10,000. So it was, he asked me to book my tickets for Vidya like this. Bombay to New York, stop over in London to play the World Cup. I said, fantastic, yeah. So now a lot of us went, about 7-8 of us went. So, man, we thought, 1983 World Cup, where we are going to qualify. We lost to a Swata side like Sri Lanka at that time in 79. Don't forget, Sri Lanka was 79 test playing nation. And East Africa team beat Pono. That's record. Farooq in the commentary said, oh, I hit the century record. East Africa. East African country. Yella Patel Bhai, Guju Bhai, Yella and the Bhai said East African country. So we all thought we had no chance. So we never expected. He's a guy who never gives up. He's a never say die cricketer. You know, the typical Punjabi, oh, chodna matai, put him at the night. Macha, udadinga, typical attitude, aggressive attitude. And he likes to take on the opponents. That's what his attitude is. And so, I remember the eve of the first match, he gave this speech. He said, we can't beat the West Indies. Because India had beaten West Indies once. Prior to that, they had gone to West Indies, which tour I was dropped actually. And that's when I got married. During that period only I got married. And they beat, one of the one days, they beat West Indies in a place called Burbies. And so Kapil said, when we can beat West Indies once, why not once more? I thought this guy's got mad, really. You're talking about Gardner Greenwich, Desmond Eight, Richards, Lloyd, Gomes, then the 4 fast bowlers whose names I always keep repeating. I don't want to remember those names. I will be friends with them. Holding, Roberts, Garner, Marshall. With this team, oh, what is he saying? What is he talking? So, but then he was very serious. That is when suddenly we felt, maybe, who knows, probably what he says could be true. So slowly the belief started coming in, and I think I should only thank, hey, Kapsi, Macha, thanks da, you only gave us the confidence. See, one good thing is, whenever you go on an English tour, on an England tour, or even today, I guess that's the same, you travel from place to place in a bus. You don't go by flights. So when you're going in a team bus, you are all mingling, we'll be playing chess, we'll be marking jita, we'll be watching movies. So the mingling with each other became very good because we were together most of the time. See, the biggest advantage in 83 World Cup, what is the greatest advantage? Nobody expected us to win. Imagine, we lost 3 practice matches, we lost minor counties, worst team in the counties. Sri Lanka, we lost, and first match was against New Zealand, we lost. All the 3 practice matches we lost. This, you would have seen in the movie also, that father telling the kid, in the pasanga swatha team, ekku match jeecho, appadinu sardaji solluvaanla, andha maari dhaan idu. So, andha maari dhaan aachu. So, when you go without expectations, it's probably a real life learning for you. This is like, you say, go without expectation. This is a typical philosophical word called detachment. No? You play without expectations. Things happen automatically. And that's what happened in the first game. In my opinion, the first game against West Indies at Manchester was the turning point of the World Cup. Because we beat West Indies for the first time ever. And we scored 200 odd big runs. Yashpal played up. Enna knock ya. Hey Yashpal, macha. Engaloda co-selector of the 2001 World Cup la enga irkiyo? Pista machi. What a knock, Yashpal. Brilliant knock. And Roger Binny's bowling was deadly. So everybody contributed. So that is when the belief started coming, when we could beat West Indies in the opening. So you always understand, your viewers, whether it's a CSK match in IPL or a World Cup match for India in any format, the first match is always an important match. Notice that. When CSK made the comeback in, say, 2018, correct? 18. The first match was against Mumbai. I remember this guy, what's his name, Bravo, played on deadly knock and won the game. So that match was a turning point for CSK. Because don't forget, if we had lost that match, if CSK had lost that match, that mindset would have been different. So the first match, the opening match of an IPL for CSK is always important. Similarly, for India, the 83 World Cup, the opening match was important because we beat West Indies. That gave us confidence. When we can beat the mighty West Indies, the champions West Indies, we can beat other sides too. So now West Indies, I'm a greatest fan of West Indian cricket. Even today I'm the great fan of West Indian cricket. If you see individually, even in IPL, all the West Indian cricketers are always attractive cricketers. Have you noticed it? Even today, whether Evan Lewis or anybody, whether it's Pollard, of course, I'm the Patta Bhagyam Pada Legim cricketer. So Bravo, when he's in the song, you see every team, all the West Indians would have contributed because they play exciting cricket. And for me, my 3 heroes, my childhood heroes were Gundappa Vishwanath, Viv Richards and Dennis Lillee. I played along with Gundappa Vishwanath. I've taken his autograph. I played along with him. Viv Richards, oppa, you will never, avana mari cricketer poraka mudiyadu. Avana actual King Richards. You should call him now Emperor Richards because there's a King Kohli. So he should be Emperor Richards now. And Dennis Lillee mari bowler la vadave mudiyadu. The superstitions are there even today in any dressing room. When somebody starts going, they say, boss, none of you move. Hey, okay, I said, fine. Up to 75, Kapil Dev scoring 50 and all, I was able to bear the cold wind. After that, see, boss, I am from Madras. There are only 3 weathers in Madras. Hot, hotter, hottest. There are 3 weathers. Nambluk in the cold weather, chance ledu. Chance kedadu. I said, sir, I want to go too cold. It's open air. Breeze blowing, cold breeze blowing. No. I said, sir, I'll just go to the loo and come. He said, I don't care even if, whatever you do on your pants, you do whatever you want on your pants, I don't care, you just don't move. I said, sir, it's too cold. I said, even if you freeze to death, I don't care. So the entire 175 hour, I had to lean against the wall. My wife standing next to me, me watching the open air, the cold breeze. What a knock, man. And the way he talked them, that Kevin Curran, that Sam Curran who plays for CSK, his father only, Kevin Curran. Kevin Curran, he was the all-rounder for them. So he was acting a bit funny there. On a dung. Adukapram, we went to the dressing room. Baimar the Portuguese. Nambala lose Mari 0, 175 not out. That's all. Then open my he smiled a little. I said, hey, Kapil Dev, well played, man, well done, macha. What a knock now, what a knock. So that feeling was amazing. I think that also inspired us First is Lords. We are all overawed by Lords. So you're opening, green top, slightly wet conditions. And this guy Garner, you know, there's side screen in the pavilion end from where Garner was bowling, and there's a slope also. Is that either they don't have a side screen like us, we have a huge side. They have only a telephone horizontal angle when you take photographs, no? That is the size of the side screen. And this guy is 6'8", and when he jumps, the ball comes delivered get from 11 feet or 12 feet. Imagine. Zing, ball was moving. Number of tadavings. Ball zing, At one side I went and told Jimmy, boss, I'm not handling this bugger. What do I do? You please come and play if you want. He said, you play a natural game, Cheeka. Are you sure? I asked him. Can I go for it? He said, go for it. Pata bagam, pada delay game. Decide panta. First 5 over 0. Nane. 6th over, uthaya one outside of him. Chicken it chay. Kachakin poche. Edge out and patala. Light talamela port. Light talamela. It went over top of light. I said, man, that's enough. I said, anything they give me with here, a short ball, anything, I'm just going to whack. Again, like a fool, I got out. That's why you don't use your brains. See, it was a Marshall's last ball of the spell. I should have played it straight. Then I knew Gomes is going to come. Then Apatagar bowlers, Gomes, Richards have to bowl 6 overs. You're set already, 38. See, last ball I tried to go for a pull, it didn't come up, ball didn't come up, it skidded through and I got a little bit of it. But in hindsight, when you look at it, still that 38 happened to be the top score in the 83 World Cup final. So for entire, both the sides together. So God has got his own ways of deciding things. I should only thank God for it. God, thanks Krishna, Romba thanks Raja. Kapil Dev said only one thing. He said, fine, we have got out for 183. But don't give up easily. That was his exact words. And that Sandhu, again, because of slope, that ball coming in, and the Greenwich got out, right? Suddenly, let's say, we knew 183 was a small total, but we're not saying it's a winning total. We never said we can win. He just said, let's not give up easily, let's fight. Let us make it as difficult as possible for them. That was his thing. So, the first, 10% hope came, or 20% hope. Greenwich means 20% hope. Then when Richards started batting, those times we used to have something called a tea time. World Cup used to have something because it's a 60 overs match. Richards, deep ball, surr, I stand in covers or cover point. Surr. Me and Roger smiling each other. Na machan, what machan, match over before tea time because me and Roger were roommates. So what, match will be over, tea time it looks like. But then again it's back to Kapil Dev. What a catch. When you really look back, and analyze the catch properly, it is actually Yashpal Sharma's catch. Yashpal Sharma is running from square leg, and it is Yashpal who's coming from the front. Yashpal could have taken it easily, but this guy says, Yash, Adi Alakshima running backwards and taking. So that is Kapil Dev for you. Or Lloyd getting out, Lloyd injured, Haynes. Then we said, 4 down, sama chance. Then suddenly now the pressure was on us. Now we had the upper hand. When Bacchus got out and Gomes got out, we thought, okay, now 70%, 75% through. But suddenly this Dujon and Marshall started playing well. Marshall is not a bad bat, he's not a rabbit with the bat. Dujon is a dangerous guy. நல்ல வேலை அங்கே தான் நம்ம மொய்ந்தான் குச்சி இப்படி போடான் குதிரை வரவன் டக் பால் மூவி அவன் என்ன போகிறான்னு அவனுக்கு தெரியும் அப்படின்னு போடான் கச்சக்குன்னு தான். ஸோ frankly the way we put pressure on them, see that happens to West Indies always. West Indian cricketers always buckle under pressure. If you notice historically, you let them loose, they'll finish you off. But you put pressure on them, there's a chance of you getting it. So if at all you have to beat West Indies, you cannot beat them by chasing. I'm talking about that team. You can beat them only by scoring a total and putting pressure on. That's what happened in the first game in Manchester. Second match, when we played the second league match, they batted first. They hammered us. So, but then, imagine 183, we defended and winning by about 40 odd runs. It's all God's grace. And so when you really look back, I have to pinch myself even after 39 years here. And is it really true? Machi, Najama Machi, நம்பவே முடியல இது அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. நம்பவே முடியாது. When you look back, நம்பவே முடியாது. And what should I say? So imagine some couple of lifting the cup and we are all holding the cup. 83 World Cup, Lords, we're winning, we're the world champions. Unbelievable. So then we came to India. Then first we had a big celebration straight away from the airport. That is the only day I saw from Santa Cruz airport up to the Wankhede Stadium. There were people on the streets fully, and the entire stadium was packed. So the first thing started there in Mumbai. The moment we landed, and then we were called to Delhi. The President of India, the Prime Minister of India. Then we went to various states. So this Allah Bullah celebrations went for about, say, 1 month. And then suddenly it goes so from June to end, it went to August or thing. But then, dear viewers, खुश है भाई, I'm बहुत खुश है, jolly jilka, enjoy no tanga mani da, jolly இருந்துச்சு.